What's up, everybody? John Jester here, coming to you from New Jersey. I'm here with my awesome wife, Marlene. Coming to do a quick presentation to you with a special opportunity that we have just for 2021. We just put this together, and I want to help as many people as possible, help obtain financial freedom. We're on a special movement to help people. I'm going to go through these slides real quick. I'm not going to talk too much like I like to talk a lot. I'm going to go through these slides because I want you to really see this information and see how powerful that this can be for you and your family. Okay, so I'm here to help 100 families a year reach financial freedom. Please come on in and join this movement and help us reach 100 families. I put some videos together on YouTube, which is at www.makemoneywithjester.com. You can check them out to see what I've been doing. I am the author. I'm the author of 2 books right now with more to come. One of my books is called How to Master This Game Called Money. All right, it's strictly about money and how you can get yourself financially free. The other one is a spiritual book. It's called In the Beginning. Part 1, Religion. There's another part 2 that will be coming out after that, following that one. Okay, from there, if you hang in there to the end of this presentation, okay, I'm going to make you an offer that you can't refuse. We're going to do something very, very special for you. So just hang in there, pay attention, take notes if you have to. I'm going to have something really, really special for you at the end of this video. Okay, so what I am and what I do, I like helping people get out of what we call the rat race. If you look at the guy on the hamster wheel there, that's the average person working day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, trying to get ahead, working really hard. There's a lot of hard-working people out there, but just not getting anywhere because they're on this wheel just spinning around. So we like to show people how they can take control of their finances, become debt-free, and break that generation continuum. You know, that continuum of living paycheck to paycheck. So many people are just caught up into just living paycheck to paycheck and don't know how to get themselves out of it. So hopefully what we're going to share with you today, you take advantage of this and you can help myself and other people teach others how they can get themselves out of that generation continuum. You know, because we're going to be talking about financial freedom. Financial freedom means different things to different people. Some people like to travel a lot. Some people like to be able to just sit home and spend time with the family. Some people like to buy a lot of different things. Some people like to just be able to say, hey, I want to work from home and do whatever I got to do working from home. You know, for some people, they just want to save gas. They're tired of the traffic. They want to be more productive. So freedom is going to be different things to different people. So we want to help give you a vehicle to help you get there. Okay, and one of the things that I've found that has been the best way, I mean, this technology is just totally awesome, is using your cell phone or your computer. So if you have a computer, a laptop, a tablet, I'm going to give you an opportunity to be able to pursue that financial freedom with just that. That's all you're going to need. Okay, there's no experience required. No experience required. Okay, only experience you're going to need to know is how to push buttons on the phone or on the computer. Again, I started a YouTube channel. You get a chance, go there, follow me, hang out with me, watch some of the material that I may put on YouTube. Okay, the address you can go to is www.makemoneywithjester.com, and I'll have some testimonials on there for what I've been doing in the business that I'm going to show you very shortly as we go through these slides. So some of my past trainings have been on how to pay your mortgage off early, how to raise your credit score, how to invest in real estate with no money and no credit, very, very important, how to save money on your taxes, and of course, how to work from home and make money. And why you should pay attention, of course, the number one reason is last year, the pandemic of 2020. It was a big shocker to a lot of people. I've been telling people about making money from home for many years, and I think right now, today, people have said, you know what, you really can make money from home. You really can do that, you know, because that pandemic forced so many people to stay home, and companies and businesses to be able to just connect with people from home and show people how they can make money. But I'm going to take it up one notch even further. All right. So another reason why you should pay attention is because of the time freedom that we talk about, your family, your spiritual freedom, and the miseducation of education. Because the education system wants you to stay locked in and follow the system of working for the big companies and coming to them to work every day instead of working at home. They don't want you to work at home. You know, follow the economy, how the economy is going up and down. Follow Social Security, which may not be there in another 10 years or so. Your pension may or may not be there. You got to take care of the money. So my goal is to help you make 2021 your best year ever. Okay? I want to make 2021 your best year ever. You know, I'm going to need your help to do that, though. Okay? So with today's presentation, I'm going to give you an opportunity to learn how you can make money from home without no experience, without selling anything, without recruiting anybody, no products, makeup, coffee, tea, juices, health pills, and any other lotions or potions. You don't have to have any of that. Not shunning anything against that, because there are a lot of people that make money in those industries, and I have nothing against what they're doing. But it's not for everybody, and I'm going to show you how you can make money without having to do any of that, okay? Now, it's not about how much money you make. So once you start making money, you know, on your job and your business, no matter what type of business you have, it's not about how much money you make. It's about where you place your money after you get it. Once that commission check comes in, once that paycheck comes in, you know, once those residuals come in, the term I like to say is, what do you do with it? You know, in layman's terms, what do you do with it? Great, you're receiving. You're making $50,000, you're making $100,000, you're making $200,000, you're making $500,000 a year. What do you do with it? For example, a great deal of people get paid from their job or their business, and they either spend all their money and it's all gone, or they place their money in a bank. Okay? Now, what do you think the banks do with it? As I paused on purpose, what do you think the banks do with your money? Well, let me show you. What the banks do as they receive money from your jobs, because you know, show me the money with, not Cuba Gooding, but is it Cuba Gooding? Can't remember. Yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr. Yeah, and Tom Cruise. They said, show me the money, right? So we're going to follow the money, okay? We're going to follow the money that comes from your job or your business. Money goes towards taxes, it goes towards pension funds, IRAs, 401k, deferred comps, thrift savings, and banks. These are run, guys, you got to know, these are run by large companies that take all your money, then they reinvest your money into mutual funds, bonds, stocks, real estate, and the foreign exchange market. All right, once they do that, then they give you a small portion back, 2% to 20% per year. And then we just accept that without question. In fact, the banks give you less than 1% back. But we just accept this without question, right? And why do we do this? We accept this without question because we don't know anything other than what we were taught. This is what our grandparents did, so our parents did it. And this is why we do it. We're just copying what our parents did, and they're copying what their parents did. In addition to that, we got the education system that's teaching us to stay locked in and follow this same line of thinking as well. Okay, because they taught our parents, they taught our grandparents, right? And that is, everything stays locked in until someone breaks the chain. Someone gets this extra information outside of what the system is teaching us and go, OMG, right? So what I'm trying to teach people is to say, hey, let's bypass the middleman. Traditionally, you get money, you take it, you put it into the bank. But the banks, they take your money and they put it right out into the world market. What I'm saying is, let's bypass the banks. Let's bypass the credit unions. Let's bypass the insurance company. Okay? All right, so on that note, what I'm going to say, let's dive right into what it is that I do and how I make money doing this and how you can do the same thing. The name of the industry that I work in is called the foreign exchange industry. Okay? If you remember, the banks do the same thing. They invest their money into the foreign exchange industry also. Now, when I say foreign exchange industry, we call it Forex for short. That's 4X, foreign exchange. Okay, foreign exchange for short. Now, this includes stock markets like America, so the New York stock market and other stock markets around the world, futures industries, cryptocurrencies, which includes Bitcoin, okay, which flew up from $5,000 all the way over $40,000 now within this since March of last year up until January of this year. Okay, it flew from $5,000 over $40,000. Very, very powerful, guys. Okay, the foreign exchange industry is a $7 trillion per day industry. $7 trillion per day. It's the largest financial market in the world. All right, I'm going to say it again. It is the largest financial market in the world. Now, we're looking to just get just a little piece per day. And that's what I'm going to teach you. If you can get just a small piece of $7 trillion per day, it can change your life. It can change your whole world. All right, our goal in this market is to collect something that we call pips. Right, pips measure the market like we measure things in inches. The market gets measured in pips, whether it's going up or whether it's going down. Okay, you don't have to remember that. I'm going to teach you more when you come on board and start learning. But each pip that you collect has a certain value attached to it in reference to money. Okay, and we'll talk about the lot sizes and all that kind of stuff. But each pip that you collect has a certain value attached to it in reference to money. The more pips that you collect, the more money that you can put in your account. All right, does that make sense so far? All right, you collecting pips, pips equal money. The more pips you collect, the more money you can make. Hope that makes sense. Now, on the average day, depending upon the pair, okay, and we'll talk to you and teach you about pairs, right? On the average day, the market can move anywhere from 50 to 200 plus pips. All right, that's just on the average, from 50 to 200 plus pips, the average market can move. Now, here's a little example I did on the Thursday. This is a true market. On May 21st, 2020, the market went like 47 pips down this way. Right? Then it went 62 pips up this way. Then on Friday, it went 79 pips down. That's just an example. You don't need to make all that. You just need to make a portion of it. All right, so here's another chart, graph of showing how, without going through all the details of this, how you can make daily profits, right, of $2, $20 hours, $100 a day, 20 hours a day, 200 hours a day, $2,000 a day, okay, which can equal 40 hours a month, 400 hours a month, $2,000 a month, even 400 hours a month. 400 hours a month can change a person's life. It can pay off a lot of bills, it can take care of your car notes, your gas and electric. It can take care of a lot of things. And I'm going to teach you how to do this, only working 30 minutes to an hour each day, okay? Now, again, I put some testimonials on my YouTube channel. You can go check them out at www.makemoneywithjester.com. You can check out those YouTube videos where I show you how I was doing it. Did exactly what I just showed you on those past couple of slides. Okay, so my question is, how can you get some pips in your life? I'm going to show you. It's going to take some education. Okay, and when I'm saying pips, I am not talking about these awesome pips right here. This is Glass Knight and the Pips, right? All right, for those of you that are old enough to have heard of them, they were a singing group, right? Glass Knight and the Pips. Well, you're not going to be collecting these pips. I'm going to give you some education for how to collect pips that will turn into money for you. All right, so when I say getting education, I do not mean going back to traditional school. You're going to be learning directly from myself and or possibly people in the foreign exchange industry, okay? So, but definitely I'm going to be mentoring you and teaching you. Again, there's no experience required, so don't worry about it if you don't understand everything. Don't worry about it if you never heard of this before. Don't worry about it if you may be a little afraid. What is this? This is investing. What is that? Never heard this before. Is it risky? You know, don't worry about that. There's no experience required, okay? And just understand this. You're already involved in the foreign exchange industry, whether you know it or not. You are already involved, all right? All right? You're just not profiting from it because other people and institutions, they're using your money to make profits for themselves. Any money that you have in the bank, bang, you're involved in the foreign exchange industry. Any money you have in your pension, your 401k, insurance company, you're involved in the foreign exchange industry. You are just not profiting from it. All right, other people are profiting from your money, giving you back scraps. All right. So if you're new to this, you never heard this before, and all this other kind of stuff, don't worry about it. You don't have to understand everything. The key to know, and I really want to emphasize this, you have to know that there has been and will continue to be a shift of money in the world, and people are learning and doing this, whether you do this or not. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people out there learning how to do this skill, making money off of this industry, and they're going to continue to do it. They've been doing this for over 150 years. I didn't even know. Right? I didn't even know. People have been doing this for years, right? And we haven't been benefiting from it. So now's the time that we start changing the future for the generations to come, to let them know, hey, you don't have to do things the traditional way that we've been taught the past 50, 60, 70 years. There's a new way to make money for us. It's not new totally, but it's new for us. All right? So I'm saying all this because I don't want you to get caught up with not understanding everything and saying, I got to learn, or let me go do some research. No, it's practically impossible for someone to get what I'm saying from one presentation. Just know that it's real. You just have to trust me to know that it's real, and you can learn how to do it if you are willing and if you have the desire to learn. Okay? And keywords being desire. You have to want to learn how to do this. So common questions I get from people is, how much do I have to learn? Okay, and will it take a long time before I can earn some money? And how much will it cost? 3 questions I get. Okay, and the first 2 questions, how much do I have to learn? And will it take a long time before I start to earn some money? And my answer to this is to always remember that you are your greatest asset. Okay, always remember that you are your greatest asset. No one is going to do more for you than you. Okay? Not the mayor, not the governor, not the president, not your boss at your job. You have to do for you if you want to advance. Okay? You have to learn, you have to grow if you want to advance. If you want to stay the same person that you've been for the past 5 years, well, continue to be the same person. If you don't grow, then you can't ask the universe or ask God for more, because you're not trying to get more. Remember, you are your greatest asset. You learn more, you do more, you can have more. I hope that makes sense. If you do the same thing that you've been doing the past years, you're probably going to get the same thing or less. It's not likely that you're going to get more from doing the same thing and not growing. Hope that makes sense. Now, how much does it cost? I said I would have a special bonus for you. Here's my personal stimulus package to the people. Here's my personal stimulus package to the people. I know you're waiting for the government to give y'all money, right? Some people are. Some people don't qualify for it. But those that are waiting for the government to give them money, here's an additional stimulus package that I'm going to give to you. Okay? I said I will make you an offer that you can't refuse. You can't refuse. Okay? To get started. Right? If you know in the past it's always been over $100, $150, to over $200 to start working with me. Okay? This is something very special that we're doing. We want to experiment and see how people react to it. If people react to it and it can help a lot of people, I'll continue this going. Okay? To get it started today, right? The cost is only $50. $50, 50. That'll get you started working with me for a whole month. Okay, a whole month that'll get you started working with me. Okay, $50. All right. All you have to do is say, hey, you're interested. All you got to do is have the desire to want to do it, and I'll send you a link for the payment and place you in a special Facebook mentoring group that I have to get you started with the basics, right? And then get your demo account set up. I'm going to get you started with the basics, get your demo account set up so you get it in there and get your feet all wet so you'll be able to say, all right, this is what it's like to be into the foreign exchange market. So you'll be able to get on my live trainings, right? As I'm teaching, you'll be able to get on live training sessions, right? As I'm actually really trading, and you'll be able to trade with me in your demo account, right? So don't worry about it if you don't have any money other than the $50 to get started. Just come on. I'm going to set you up into a special account, and that special account will allow you to be able to trade with me while I'm trading, but it won't cost you any money. All right, so there's no cost with the trading because you're going to be using a special demo account. All right, I call it Monopoly money. Now, during these live sessions, I'll let you know as I'm getting something, as I'm buying something, as I'm selling something, I'll let you know, and you can simply copy what I do. All right, my results should be your results. It's that simple. Okay, this is how you get started. This is how you get your feet wet. Okay, this is how you get yourself going. And the great thing about it is it don't cost you that much. It's $50. Right? It's $50. You're going to blow $50 on something that you be like, where did that money go? All right, now you're investing into yourself with $50, right, to be able to get started and to be able to have an opportunity to change your life and your kids' life and your future generations forever. All right, so if you like your experience during the first month of paying $50, you can continue to stay in the mentoring group. It's going to cost you $50 each month. It costs you $50 to get started. Then it costs you $50 each month on after that. All right, you can cancel at any time. There's no obligation. It's only $50. If after the 28th day or 29th day you don't want to stay in, you just go and just cancel. All right, it's that simple. All right, again, there's some more testimonials for me at the same site. You can check them out if you get a chance. Again, this is my personal stimulus package to the people. All right, this is my way of giving back. I've been blessed. I've learned a lot, and I've been given a lot, and I'm giving some back. Okay, so I hope you guys appreciate this. I hope you guys take advantage of this. Those of you that have been on the sideline thinking about, should I do it, should I not do it? But this is your opportunity to get in, very little risk, minimum $50. $50 that you would probably just throw away somewhere. Now you can try and come on in and get your feet wet. All right, $50, $50. All right. So for the most part, that's it. You know, I always like to say, live life, dream big. You know, as we was in Las Vegas, YOLO, you only live once. We went to this place, you know, and just click down below. I'll try to put a link in there, or inbox me if you don't see the link, or I'll try to put a link somewhere in the YouTube video or underneath this video. All right, so if you have any questions, reach out to me, and let's get this 2020 year started, okay? That's pretty much it. And this is John Jester signing out, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video.